ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon.
Well, welcome to the Roundtable, everybody. My name is Robert Bannon. You're listening to us on Broadway World or over here on the Broadway Podcast Network. I am so excited because, Cabaret is I love it. And I love jazz and I love swing and I love our next guest. He is going to be humble about it, but he is running the cabaret scene in New York City. Anyone who's everybody and anybody who is jazz, cabaret singer, opera, Broadway, all of it heads up and crosses paths with Jim Caruso. He has worked with the best. I mean, he probably has Liza Minnelli's phone number, which really excites me, like beyond more embarrassing than I should say. And he has a new album, and I love Billy Stritch, and I love Jane Monheit so much, and their new single is so damn beautiful, and the album is out, and you could be streaming it right now. So why aren't you streaming it, sharing it with a friend, playing it over dinner, in your car, wherever you are listening to music? Jim Caruso's album is out. And we have taken Jim, we pushed him out of Birdland and brought him here because that's where you can see him every single Monday. So I'm very excited to have him here. Jim Caruso, welcome to the show.
Yeah, Liza, I have to go. I have to go. Goodbye.
Don't even play with me, Jim. I would die.
I'm kidding.
I stalked her once outside of Pix 11 morning show just to take a picture with her.
Oh, no.
Because I loved her, Jim. I was 18 and pretending to be straight.
Who does not love her?
I love her. And I love you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for asking me. Are you kidding?
Jim, I have questions because I want to know how you have every celebrity, amazing singer in the entire world on this album. It is...
Well...
You have a lineup on this album.
Well, here's how. I'm 100 years old, and I've gotten to know everybody over the years. No, listen, this has been re-releasing the swing set is such a joy. It's like introducing, an old friend. We recorded it. I hate when people speak in the royal we. I recorded it in 2011, in January of 2011. And it wouldn't have been possible without the great producer Michael Kreuter, who was at Yellow Sound label at that point. And I mean, the cast of characters involved in this is unbelievable. Aaron Weinstein co-produced and arranged and played violin on this. It never would have been done without him and his musical genius and great humor and just impeccable artistry. So now to have the swing set re-released and to find a new home at Club 44 record label is just the icing on the cake.
And that's your home for your projects of late, and they put out some amazing work over there at Club 44.
They really do. They have the aforementioned Jane Monheit, Julie Garnier, Julie Benko, only people named Julie, evidently, Stephanie J. Block, Billy Stritch, me, David Osmond. If there's an Osmond, I'm going to mention them. Who else? Lots of really, really, really good people. Yes. Oh, my friend Brian Eng, who is fantastic.
See?
So, yes, Natalie Douglas.
Oh, and I love Natalie Douglas. See, I'm told you, the most singingest singers are there. I look at you and I hear you are at your cast party and what you have cultivated and created in New York City for art and artists that you have now turned into something that goes around the country. I don't know, from Palm Springs to Hackensack, New Jersey, Jim Caruso is going to get you up and sing. And
literally. We did Hackensack. Did you know that?
I did. I saw it. I saw it. Don't mind. I'm sorry. I'm going to edit this, but we have an announcement about something here in the school day.
Oh, I like it. Let's just wait.
I'm so sorry. They're so loud. And so this is whenever we do an interview at 2:30, I'm like, well, I'm done with work, but I'm still in school and maybe we'll be allowed an announcement. My apologies.
I don't care.
Hackensack, New Jersey. I grew up right there.
Oh, of course. Of course. Yes, Palm Springs to Hackensack. It sounds like a lyric.
It is. It sounds like
some kind of a Sondheim lyric.
That is a great American songbook right there.
True.
Okay.
True. Oh, she's chatty. She got a lot to say.
What the hell? Okay.
Okay.
But this is your baby. Like the cast party is your baby, and thousands and thousands of people have sung, and you sing every week too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Billy and I open Cast Party with one tune. I like to get that kind of out of the way because Cast Party is not necessarily about me. It's about all the performers that show up. They get me, in between each performer, kind of filling time until, they're ready to do their number. But I get my crooning jollies every Sunday when Billy and I are at Bemelmans at the Carlyle Hotel here in New York. And that's a blast. And it's such an iconic room and it's so beautiful. And we've met the most interesting people. You can't believe who toddles in there. It's really fun.
Yeah, so you could see Jim and Billy on Sunday, and then you can go sing on Monday. And if you follow Jim, and if you look below us, and the link there is for the album. The link is down there. Jim practically invented this platform, everybody, during COVID because his cast party was online and you all did it up. When you look below us and you'll see the link, you can see the link below so that you can see where Jim is going to be, how you get to cast party, all of the things Jim Caruso. And when he's at Cafe Carlyle, I've seen there's after parties of award shows. There's famous people galore.
We're doing the Tony Awards again. That's really my favorite night of the year. The after party is always at the Carlyle Hotel. The first floor is completely shut off to the public, and it's only the invited people who have won, who were nominated. It's a spectacular thing. And then there's a huge suite upstairs that's also available to those guests too. But everybody wants to be on the ground floor because that's where the music is, that's where the bar is, that's where the food is, and it is insanity. It's like Studio 54 come back to life. It's crazy.
Are there moments when you look back, and I was joking about Liza and all that, but when you look back at what you wanted to do and what you wanted to accomplish and to be a part of this community and to be a part of New York and this Broadway and music, and now you look at the work that you do and the singers you work with and the crew that you work with, and it must be surreal some days where you do what you do.
It is. I mean, I love what I get to do professionally. I love celebrating other talented people. I love being able to croon and being able to be funny. And I watched the Carol Burnett show, and I watched the Donnie and Marie show, and I watched the Sonny and Cher show. I didn't want to be the best singer, which is good because I'm not. I didn't want to be the best dancer. I didn't want to be the best actor. None of that was particularly key to my yearning. I just wanted to entertain and to be with a group of people. I mean, like on the Carol Burnett show, she had Harvey Korman and Tim Conway and Vicki Lawrence, and that was everything to me. I was an only child, so maybe that's part of it. I just wanted to build this family around me, and now I really have that with the Cast Party Symphony Orchestra, Billy Stritch, Daniel Glass, Steve Doyle, and the regulars that come in New York and in LA and in Palm Springs and Las Vegas and Hackensack. The people that are helping put together this crazy impromptu show every week.
Yeah. And you don't know who you're going to see, what you're going to get. You're going to get someone who's never sung before to somebody who is a Tony-winning superstar. That's
right.
Fun night.
That's right. That's the kind of. I mean, it definitely is impromptu. Sometimes I know people that are coming, and they're on the list if I know they're on their way. But for the most part, it's a lot of people that really just come right through the door, and are as surprising to the audience as they are to the host.
So Mondays, you got to get a ticket. You got to come see it. Eat a Caesar salad, have a glass of wine, find Jim at the bar, and get on the list. That's how you do it. So
that's how you do it.
I know you were just in North Carolina. Christine, who watches our show every single week and every episode, is the biggest Jim Billy fan in the world.
Yes, she is.
And she is like, if I'm coming to New York to see me sing or to see a show, I have to see Jim. I have to see Billy. You have people out here who have followed your career and go see you.
Isn't
What's
that
it like?
crazy? Yeah.
It's wonderful.
No, I mean, it's what you hope for.
Yes.
It's,
Yes.
it's what we dream of, to have people who are affected by what we do. And this album is such uh an extension of that, to be able to have a record, and now to release this record. Oh, there it is.
Boom.
I hope I look the right way.
You,
Um, is such an extra added joy to me, because I never thought I was going to be a recording artist. But because of the great artists that I know, and look at the people on this album. Stephanie J. Block, pre-Tony, Michael Feinstein, Billy Stritch, the late, unbelievably great Bucky Pizzarelli on guitar, who was like sitting at I was sitting at the feet of a jazz legend. I just soak up all the good energy, and hopefully some of the talent of these extraordinary people, and it has truly been a great gift. And to get it out there, and to let the people be entertained by me and all of those other great artists is a joy.
oh yeah, that's why I said. You take Michael
Well,
Feinstein. You take Stephanie. You take Michael. You take Bucky. I mean, that's what I'm saying. The album is stacked. Then you add a brand new single, Billy Stritch and Jane Monheit. Can we talk about Jane Monheit and singing with Jane Monheit? You have sung with Jane Monheit. You have toured with Jane Monheit.
I have.
She is one of the greatest singers ever.
Completely. When we first started, Billy and I did a show with her called Hollywoodland back a couple of years ago. And we were rehearsing in my apartment, and she was singing in her very Jane Monheit way. And I just kept staring at her. And she finally said, "What is wrong? What? What?" And I said, "You just sound just like Jane Monheit." It's like, I know how stupid that sounds, but to have this iconic sound that you're so used to in your headphones, standing in your apartment, singing just as beautifully, just as perfectly, that pitch is just extraordinary. Her intonation, the way she pronounces words, the way she stands, the way I love her. So when she said she would sing lead on this cover of Avalon, which is an old standard from 1920, originally recorded by Al Jolson.
Wow.
So it's old. I was over the moon, and she's been so kind, and she's so generous to do that, and it's we're always thrilled to work with Jane.
Well, the single is out. You can be streaming it right now. The whole album, you could be streaming. Do you have a physical copy? Can we buy a physical copy of? You were holding one.
Well, this is the original CD. Yes, photo by Bill Westmoreland, by the way. Oh, really good photo inside. Look at that. I
love it.
Look at that lighting.
I love it.
We just do
you
that.
You look exactly the same.
Uh-huh.
You do. No, for real.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. But no, we're not doing I'd love to do an LP. I mean, I don't know if anybody buys that or is going to buy that, but I would love to do that. Because we take Cast Party on the road,
right,
and all these crazy places, and it would be really fun to schlep that around and sell a few on the road.
But people stream. Everyone's streaming so you could stream it everywhere, anywhere.
It is streamable, and there's another new song coming out too called "One More Minute."
Okay,
it's not out yet, but look, I'm teasing it like I'm Taylor Swift or something. It's called "One More Minute." It's written by Weird Al Yankovic. It was one of his hits. I've been doing this song since I started singing in clubs in the 80s, the late 1980s, and Billy and I went into the studio with Daniel Glass and Steve Doyle and put it down. I think it's really funny. It's truly hilarious.
Oh, I'm sure it is going to be uh, a blast. And now to have it like put out there so that people can actually have it and listen to it.
Dozens of people can buy it.
Jim Caruso, there's going to be so many people out here streaming this music. You just wait and you watch what's going to happen. It's going to be a classic. It's a classic. I just love it. And I love the idea, re-releasing an album sounds very fancy to me because people re-release an album years later, et cetera, et cetera. What's it like to listen to yourself about a project that you had done back? It must be bittersweet, wonderful, great, nostalgic.
It is weird. It is bittersweet because there's a song on here called, what's it called? Oh, Heart's Desire. It's the last song on the album. I did it. It's just me and Billy Stritch at the piano. I was about to have open heart surgery.
Oh,
not to get too weird and personal.
Really?
But when this came out. So I remember sitting in the vocal booth, singing that, thinking, you think all kinds of things when you're about to go through something that's kind of dramatic like that and traumatic. And I remember thinking, what if this is the last thing I do? Like, you go through these kind of dark moments and have thoughts like that. And I thought this would be such a weird thing to have done before it's all over. Well, needless to say, it was not all over. That was 2011. But I do listen to it and go right back to knowing what an odd feeling that was. And of course, now it's a very happy song to me because Heart's Desire is a very upbeat thing, especially for me, pointing to my heart in case that looked weird. And then thinking of all the people that were in the studio with me at that time and how grateful I was and what a joy it was to work with Aaron Weinstein, who is a complete genius. And again, I feel so very, very lucky to work with the people I work with.
Well, that means everybody here, you need to do a couple of things. You need to stream the album, especially the new single and the new music that's coming. And then if you're in New York, you obviously have to come to Birdland. It's mandatory.
The Avalon single with Jane and Billy is number 3 on the Spotify playlist.
See,
I don't know what that means.
And you said dozens of people in your self-deprecating way, and then you just whip out, I'm charting on Spotify.
But I don't honestly. Does anybody know what that means?
I think that means people are listening to you.
Yes, I guess it does. But I keep saying to the record label, because I'm, again, 100 years old. So I'm not really sure what a number like that means. Does that mean it's sold? It doesn't mean it's sold actual, it doesn't mean that anymore. So somebody please explain to me what it does mean.
Well, you know what I love about it is that people that make music nowadays and stream music, you can stream a whole ton of music and buy yourself a pot holder from the TJ Maxx. You don't do it to be. Jim is not going to retire on a private island. He puts the music out of love. So the least we can do is share it with somebody we love and enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right. So I have a bunch of dates. You're going to hit the road, like we've been saying. You're going to Catalina Jazz Club on May 28th. Then you're going to jump over to Palm Desert at You're playing them. Wait a second. Firstly, the theater you're playing out in Palm Springs.
Oh,
that's a fancy spot, Jim.
I know. We've done 2 of them. We just did one last week, and we're going back in a month to do Cast Party with a very swell crowd, a bunch of singers. What we do there is not an open mic as much. We still call it Cast Party because it's such a fun branded thing for us. But it's 5 incredible singers. This last week was Nicholas King, Clint Holmes, Luke Hawkins tapping his feet off. Oh God. Oh no. Oh, Jasmine Trias, a fabulous girl from American Idol. And Adrian Galante on clarinet, jazz clarinet, and piano player. It was the greatest variety show. It was what I wanted to do growing up.
So you got to be there for the people.
So those are really fun. They're really, really fun at the McCallum Theatre.
The McCallum is it's gorgeous. Like Barry Manilow's there the whole month of December. It's like fancy.
It's true. I'm seeing him tonight. He's at Radio City tonight, so I'm going.
Radio City, the amazing. I wish I could sing in the original key. Like he sings. He is amazing.
I know. He's fantastic. I love him.
Amazing. So I loved you all doing commercial jingles when he got honored at Carnegie. I mean, that was a night.
With the New York Pops, are you kidding? Well, honestly, one of the greatest nights of my life. Celebrating Barry, with Dionne Warwick, with Melissa Manchester, with Charo.
I saw Charo.
What?
I love Charo so much.
Unbelievable. It was crazy.
See, I'm telling you, these are the stories and these are the things you got to know so you can follow Jim and stay up to Jim. So we know if you're in LA, you got to go to Catalina Jazz Club. If you're in Palm Desert, you got to go to the McCallum Theatre. If you're going to be in London, or Vegas, September or October, and then when you come to New York this summer and you visit, or you're here in the New York area and you're looking for something to do on a Monday when everything else is dark and closed, then you got to just see. Jim he's coming somewhere near you and you're going to sing.
I'll come to your house. I really will. You better be careful.
You're such an incredibly gracious host. You make everyone feel comfortable. You make Birdland feel like a living room. You make it feel like a real community. And now we're bringing that around the country. And you sing, and you keep this music alive. So everyone needs to stream the swing set. Everyone needs to make sure they listen to the new single Avalon with Jane Monheit and Billy Stritch, and then get ready. Jim's cover of Weird Al Yankovic is coming. The best way we could stay up to date. Instagram, you better raise the roof, Jim Caruso. Instagram, Facebook, all social media, and make sure you stay up on all things Jim Caruso.
Robert, who's better than you?
It's
you
easy.
Are on it. You're on it.
You're easy to talk about because you have the work. Let's go to work. I'm exhausted thinking about what you do. I need a nap. Do you sleep in? I know you close the club. The jazz clubs can be open late. Do you? It's gotta.
We work. This sounds like very foo-foo problem, but Billy and I work for 3 hours at the Carlyle, singing nonstop on Sundays. Then I'm at Birdland because I present the 7:00 concert. So I'm there from 5 p.m. to midnight beyond doing cast party. So Tuesday is not pretty for Jim. It's me. It's me, just in my bathrobe until 4 p.m.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But then I'm fine.
That's what I'm saying. Why, by the way, I don't know the answer to this, and I've never asked you. There are a lot of places to see music in New York City. There's a lot of places that do cabaret and jazz in New York City. Why has Birdland been your home for all this time? What about Birdland, besides its history, is the place to produce your show and to see these acts in New York?
A, they haven't fired me.
Good reason.
B, I've been there almost 22 years, every single week. I think they love, Johnny Valenti, the owner, loves that I'm bringing an audience that wouldn't normally be going into Birdland, because Birdland is, of course, this iconic jazz room. So I booked Cheetah Rivera and Julie Halston and Sam Harris and Eliza and Christine Ebersole and lots of Broadway people, comics. I've kind of widened the sphere there a bit, and I think he likes that. He likes being more of a music room than just a straight ahead jazz room, at least on Mondays. So I think that's one reason we're still there. And the audiences, they show up.
Yeah.
So that's the miracle, is that, yes, we put on a show. I work very hard, but I've been honored with an audience every week. So we're still there. And where am I going to go after Birdland? What, I'm supposed to go to some place with rotten sound and lights and no audience? And I'm very happy where I am. And there are a lot of great rooms in town, don't get me wrong, but I have always wanted a home. And when I walked in there almost 22 years ago, I found a home. Who knew?
Well, it's the iconic spot in New York. You got to go check it out and see something upstairs or the gorgeous downstairs, which I know Jim worked. You all worked so hard on at Birdland. No matter what show you see,
Yes.
you're in for an evening over at Birdland, and definitely be there on Monday. See the early show, see the cast party show, and make it a whole entire event. I got to
Yeah.
come back when I'm in Detroit right now, but when I come back to New York, I owe you a Monday night. I'm ready to
Come
5,
on.
6, 7, 8.
Absolutely. Bring your jazz hands, bring your auto harp, bring your whatever you happen to. There you have. Leave your field to flower.
I'm
We have the best time. This last week, Michael Feinstein was there. We had a fantastic sax player, jazz sax player, doing an Anita Baker song. Amazing. The mix of music is something that keeps me excited. If it were all Broadway show tunes, or if it were all Great American Songbook, or all R&B, or all fill in the blank, it might have gotten boring by now. But people come in and I'm stunned by the things. A lady came in who had written a song about her brother who had met the Three Stooges. What? Random kind of original songs that are charming and funny. And so it really is tap dancers, marionette guy, it's like the Ed Sullivan Show, if anybody's old enough to remember that.
It is exactly like that, and it was so funny. My story. I sang at one cast party. I had put out my music, and I'm at the bar, and I'm ready to sing. And the person that went up before me was a opera singer who sang "Old Man." She sang "Old Man River" to the point where
Hmm.
people were tears, crying, standing ovation. The dead burn the place down, and
Oh.
and Christina Bianco. Christy was next to me at the bar, and she said, "Well, good luck following that." So you never know.
Somebody
What?
got to do it.
You never know.
I usually say I wouldn't wish this spot on a leopard, but you got it.
But
And I'm
that's
sure
the kind of night.
you killed
No, I
Robert
don't know about
Bannon.
that. But it was an honor to be there, and I can't wait to be there again. And it's always an honor to talk to you, friend. Thank you.
So much fun. Thank you for being so good at this and so organized and having such smart, cool questions.
We try. We're gonna try. I learned from the best. I watched you during the pandemic. That's for sure. The Swing Set, the deluxe edition, is out now. You could be streaming it, and you could check out Avalon, and all the links are below to head to Birdland. Find Jim on the road with Billy, and make sure you show up on a Monday night and get ready to sing. Thank you so much for being here. Until the next, I'm ready for you. You'll have another album out in like 4 days, so come back on.
Yes, that's because I'm Adele.
Yes,
that's how it's turning out.
send love to everybody over there from me, and I'll see you real soon.
Thanks, Robert.